You doing your self-care. Self-care for a woman with breast cancer is very important. Hello, my name is Marcia Jackson, and I am a stage 4 thriver. In May of 2023, I was diagnosed, and from that moment, I decided to take care of myself. Prior to that, I was just doing everything for everyone else, not taking care of myself. But because of cancer, I decided that it's all about me now, all about me. So I do everything that I needed to do to take care of myself. What I do know, um, by the time you get diagnosed with cancer, not just breast cancer, but by the time you get diagnosed with cancer, you have neglected yourself in some sort of way. I know it's hard. That's a hard pill to swallow, but it is. If you go back and look at, just look at the things that we were doing before we got diagnosed. We were given to everyone. We would put ourselves last. We would probably not necessarily go to the doctor often. I know it's not true with everyone. I'm just saying. We probably wasn't eating right, wasn't exercising. Our mindset was toxic. We were stressed out. We ignored the signs. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. Because what I do know, by the time we get diagnosed with cancer, that cancer been in our body for about 7 to 10 years. Yes, I read that multiple times. And I was like, what? Yes, by the time we get diagnosed with cancer, it was already in our body, depending on what stage you get diagnosed. For me, I got diagnosed at stage 4. That thing was in my body 7 to 10 years. At stage 0, stage 1, probably a much less time than that, obviously. But I'm saying that to say, what are we doing to take care of ourselves? And I'm all about self-care. I make sure that I am doing my self-care daily. Daily. I put away 4 hours for myself each day where all I'm doing is working on myself, whether I'm working on well, I do the same thing every morning. So from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., I am meditating, I'm in the sauna, I'm exercising, I'm journaling, I am, just thinking, I'm planning everything that needs to be done for me. And that's my self-care. So it's so important. We are women that always giving, giving, giving. We're busy taking care of our spouse, we're taking care of our children, we're taking care of our siblings, we're just taking care of everyone, and then we'll put ourselves last. I was talking to a lady who newly got diagnosed with cancer. And as I'm talking to her, and she is trying to figure out how she's going to take her grandchildren to the doctor, how she's going to cook for her family, and I'm like, lady, I called her by her name. I'm not going to say her name, but I was like, say if her name was Sarah. Sarah, no, 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 no. I don't know. This is all about you. You getting diagnosed with cancer, it's time for you to take care of you. If you're not here anymore, everybody will figure it out. So, and she was like, yeah, Marcia, you're right. I said, I know I am. No, no, they can still figure it out. If you got to go to your doctor's appointment, don't try to change your doctor's appointment to accommodate your grandkids. Now, this may sound really bad. I have a lot of grandchildren. Okay. So I'm not going, and I love my grandchildren. I contribute when I can. I will bend over backwards to help them, but not if it's going to break my back. Not if it's going to break my back, because I've done that in the past, and I done all those things. I put myself last. I did all that. I'm not going to do that anymore, because now I am in the healing journey. You try to heal yourself, you have to give to yourself. So this is a time for you to say, no, like it doesn't serve me. I can't do it. I can't. Even if you're physically able to, no, you can't. Because every minute, every time you say yes to someone else, you're saying no to yourself. So be very careful of your yeses. Before I say yes to something, I think about it. I think about it and see if it's going to take away. Now, I am for giving back. I volunteer for organization. I talk to women for free, no charge. I do a lot of things to give back to my community. And nothing pleased me more than to give back, to help another sister out there. However, before I say yes to anything, I just want to make sure that it's something that's not going to drain me. That it is something that will, even though I'm helping someone else, it's still uplifting me. I want to make sure it's not taken away from my self-care time. I want to make sure it's not taken away from my schooling. So you have to really plan it and know exactly. First, you have to know what it is self-care is for you and plan around it and just be very mindful of not saying yes to everything. I know we trying to be nice and we want everybody to like us. Nobody know that better than me. I was that people pleaser. Marcia do it because I want everybody to think I'm this nice person, which I am. Yes, I am. But you can't please everyone. And even when you say yes to everything, someone is going to find something negative to say about it anyway. So, or find some fault with it or whatever. So, this is a time in your life where you said, nope, I can't do it. You just can't do it. You just can't do it because it doesn't serve you. And that's not being selfish. It's not being selfish. It's being self-care, is giving yourself back, putting back the things that allow you to thrive and live way beyond your years. And so just be very mindful and always incorporate your self-care in your daily routine, making sure that you are serving yourself first. When you're on the plane, what the stewardess or the flight attendant, what they always say, always say and emphasize before you put your mask on your neighbor, you make sure you put that mask on you first. And when you think about it. Imagine the plane goes down and or going down and oxygen, you're losing oxygen. Why? And you're gonna put the mask on your baby face first. You have your child with you. You put the mask on. You're not gonna be around to even help the child any further. So you have to, if you're the person who are the giver and the caretaker, whatever it is, you have to put the mask on your face first. So you have to pour into you first. You have to be strong for you first before you can help your family. That's really something to think about. I know it's a cliche. We just, put the mask on your face first. Everybody says that, but you have to really think about that. Really think about it. And even I give you an example. I was visiting my children in Atlanta and my grandkids and everybody, they were around. I have a specific time where I need to eat. I don't like to eat late. So when they're getting close to that time, I'm making my way to the kitchen so I can eat. So my two grandsons were there and I was like, I know they probably was looking at me. I went and fixed my food because dinner wasn't ready yet. I went in the refrigerator, found something that suitable for me to eat, and I sat there in front of my grandbabies and I ate. I ate and ate. Then when I was finished eating, then I try to figure out what they're going to eat because there's no sense of me trying to figure out what they're going to eat first. Yes, I could have probably incorporate everything together, but it didn't work that way for that moment. So, oh yeah, I did eat first. And then after I was finished, I figured out what I was going to give them. And that's not selfish. A lot of people will look at that and say, oh my God, how can she eat before the babies? If I don't eat before them, who's going to give them their food? Okay. All right. That's just an example. All right. Of course, a lot of times, and that's just an example. A lot of times we could work it where we all can eat together. But at that moment, it wasn't like that because it was just a different situation. So that's why I did that. And I had no shame in it. And I would do it again in a minute. So ladies, I just want to say that to you. Be mindful of yourself, especially now in the holiday season. We're in the Christmas season, and it's about, just going all over the place, doing all this for our family, doing. Stop for a moment and do for you first. And then you could do for everyone else. Okay, my beautiful pink sisters, I love you. I love you. I love you. Like I always said, I don't know you personally, but we are connected. We are connected, unfortunately, through what we call breast cancer. So I love you. Until next time, take care. And don't forget to press the like button and share it. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and press that subscribe button so you can get more of my videos. Until next time, take care.